proof. Hey, the proof.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Optimus Grand RD, and I'm back with another video. In today's video, we're covering the King Breaker, one of, if not the hardest hitting build in the TU15 update. So without further ado, running the Technician specialization, because on my main weapon, I'm using the Link laser pointer. All right, I'm using the King Breaker as my main weapon. Almost maxed out, 10% damage to targets out of cover, and the Link laser pointer helps out my talent on my gun. Perfect flatline. Amplifies weapon damage by 20% to pulse enemies. After 2 kills, amplifies pulse to the next enemy that you hit. I'm using the Pestilence, 110k weapon damage on here, and you already know with the talent, hits amplified debuff, dealing 100% damage over 10 seconds. This stacks up to 50 times. Whenever an enemy dies with this debuff, all stacks are transferred to a nearby enemy within 25 meters. We're running 2-piece Heartbreaker on the build. The first piece is the mask with max weapon damage, max headshot damage. Now, the headshot damage is important because that puts us at 85% headshot damage on the build, which when you crit to the head, I'm hitting for at least 1,000,000, and that's what I wanted. Chest piece, Fenris. This chest piece also gives us 10% assault rifle damage. I have 15% weapon damage, 11.2 critical hit damage, 6% crit chance, and glass cannon. All damage you deal is amplified by 25%. All damage you take is amplified by 50%. So you got to be very careful when you're playing with this build. For our second piece of Heartbreaker is the holster. This holster has 15% weapon damage, 10.2 critical hit damage, so it needs to be optimized. Now for the glove, I went to the glove because this is important. We need crit chance on the build. So this glove is God rolled, crit chance, crit damage. It gets us closer to the 50% gap that I want to be at. If you're in a group and somebody's running the Coyotes, it's perfect. The build is done because you're always going to have that buff stacked from a teammate. All right, now the backpack also gives us more damage with Walker and Harris. One piece, you get a 5% weapon damage and 15% weapon damage on here, so technically that's another 20% weapon damage added to the build with the one-piece Walker and Harris. 10.2 critical hit damage, 5.5 crit chance, again needs to be optimized. And our talent is Vigilance. Increase total weapon damage by 25%. Taking damage disables this buff for 4 seconds. So again, got to be careful on taking damage. Stick to cover, right? Good part of this build, hard part of this build, if you don't have these knee pads yet, you got to try to get them to make your build hit as hard as this one does, is the Sawyer's knee pads. Okay, with your standard ground talent, you cannot be staggered by explosions. That does not mean you cannot be killed by them. All right, so again, you got to be careful. Increase total weapon damage by 3% each second you're not moving. Stacks up to 10 times until you start moving. All stacks are lost after 10 seconds. All right, so when you move, you're gonna have a countdown on your screen. You're still gonna have a damage buff, but it's gonna decrease until you stop moving again. All right, for the skills, since I'm on the technician, I'm using the deterrent, just something to keep the enemies busy while I do my damage, so it's not putting out a lot of damage. It's only doing 39k worth of damage in PvE, and again, it's not something I would use in the dark zone. All right, now the decoy, very important for the build. If you're close to enemies, you want to put this down so that way they'll focus the decoy and you get to deal your damage. And trust me, if you get a chance to shoot an NPC with this build, they're going down. Now for the stats on the build, we got 143,000 weapon damage. All right, 57,000 PvP damage, 42.5 critical hit chance, 123.8% critical hit damage, 85% headshot damage, which allows me to hit for over 1 million to the head. Now, all weapon damage bonus, 90%. But again, with all your talents procced on the build with perfect flatline, glass cannon, vigilance, and the 30% fully procced from your Sawyer's knee pad, that's 100% damage stacked on the build. So again, try this out. Hardest hitting build in TU15, one of them, if not the hardest. All right, holla at your boy Optimus Grand RD. Appreciate my subscribers showing love. If you're new to the channel, do not hesitate to subscribe. Click the notification bell so you're notified when a new video is uploaded. If you like the content, smash the like button. Until next time, it's your boy. Peace.